57. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Fields going to throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fall into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. They'll run for the first, and it's a fumble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On fourth down, Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Off the option, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Packers had 7-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 38, Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On the counter, here's Jones. Fights through him. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Play action. It's Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Fields. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Fields. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Slot man moves right. So here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Off the play fake, Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. On 1st and 10, Love. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Come on, stay. Cross down.
Second down and goal. Love sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team at 8.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. But trying to get the defense to flow the other direction on the bootleg, but Charles, they were not fooled whatsoever.
I like your description there because on that flow, all you're trying to do is get them to take 1 step or 2 to the opposite side, and then you gain the advantage. But a really nice job by the defense. They didn't get caught up in it at all, able to bring him down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Love now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They snap it to Fields.
Steps away.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields throwing again. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To try again after the sack.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This is brought in at the 21.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half. Love. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A final shot before break.
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Off play action, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
If there's another stop, one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Fourth down, Fields. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Again, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On fourth down, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. Fields now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. That's still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Off the option, it's Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll dump this one off to Bowden, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On play action. Love to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now, coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing. Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 8.
An inside give to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now it's Fields.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back to throw. Fields. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. First down, going to the air with Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Off the option, it's Jones.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 3rd down, Love. Eluding the pressure right.
They'll check this one down to Bowden, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, But then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play. It's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
From the 31, Fields. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fields. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Fields.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
To throw is Fields. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.